Memorial Day.
Labor Day. What is the purpose of Memorial Day?
I guess to honor, the fallen veterans, stuff like that.
That's give up their life to give you your freedom, protect your freedom currently.
Oh, okay. So what's the purpose of Labor Day?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. It's like pretty
Look,
much
man,
that's
it's
what
a
it is.
day
Celebrate,
off.
Oh, okay.
Get the day off for the veterans, for all their hard
For
work.
sure. Official, this isn't as you guys come in. As always, you know the rules. With the like button, we'll try to have, like I said, an entertaining show today. You never know who hops and who will pop in. You know what I mean? Hold on 1 second. Let me get this right here. Hold up 1 second. Let's see. Hold on. Now, gaming. Alright. Yes, like I said, you guys come in, hit the like button. We're gonna have a little fun here today. Yesterday, AMD, if I'm not mistaken, had their what do you call it? They had their
Keynote.
Keynote. There you go. Thank you. Now, and both Microsoft and they took, like I said, that's what I said before. When what's my man named Dreamcast guy? When he said he spoke to a PlayStation tester and a 13 teraflop CPU. Jesus Christ, right? And he said that they was aiming for 8K in some games, and they're partnering with NVIDIA. When he said that, I thought the 13 T-flop CPU could have been a slip of the tongue. All right, I make mistakes all the time, right? But when he was talking about they partnered with NVIDIA, I'm like, no, that's already came out confirmed that AMD was, working with them. So yeah, like I say, I would hate to question his integrity. But anyway, they took the stage yesterday, and they said that the PlayStation 5 will indeed be using. We're going to talk about it. They're going to see what some of this stuff means. 7 nanometer. What is it? Radeon, Navi, Ryzen, zen2. Whatever. They're going to be using some of AMD's latest tech. So I think that's dope. No more thinking about it. Jaguar cores. We're going to talk about that. That's and what I think I said, and maybe, just maybe, Microsoft may not have the most powerful console next generation. We're going to talk about that and see whether it's leaving. And what I think I said, and maybe right here in the back. Now, man, so that's as you guys come in, you be so kind as to hit the like button. What's up, Miss Fee? Do me a favor, Nath. While I'm tweeting this out and put a link, you shout everybody out in the chat for me, good brother.
Absolutely. Shout out to Miss Free, Proto, Dark Lord Fusion, Fap6, Glorious War, Mr. Tech, Viewmaster617, Majin God Goku, and for your question, Majin God, BGST, I think that's gone, right, is he?
Yeah, it died. It did.
It died, yeah. It is what it is, but I promise you, we will make up for that soon. You will see what we're going to do. But Heath Stevens, what's good? Joho Dai, La Flame, Holy B2 Busy Gaming, Glorious War again, Viewmaster again. Who's barbecuing second day or heading up cookouts? Any of you got to go to a barbecue or anything for the weekend?
No, I've been here with you guys.
No, I got sirens going on here. All tornado warnings everywhere, man.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Chicago?
Yeah, it's yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's Chicago.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Tornadoes close in Chicago before. Not where I'm at, though, but, pretty much like on the outskirts. But, yeah, it's storming and raining and all type of shit. It's been hailing and stuff. Hailing the size of golf balls.
Hey, my bad. What's up, Poles? Mr. Trey Show 22, The Hawk, Fernando Paris, The Finest. Who else I got? Rotisserie Jones, Sandy Golden. Oh, that's the government post. That's what's happening.
Yeah, they using harp today, man. They using harp on Memorial Day.
Robzilla
92. they cloud up the skies to hide the secret of the flat Earth. You right?
They use the power of the cloud. God damn it!
They creating the curvature with the clouds using harp.
Triple JJJ. Over here watching Gundam. What Gundam are you watching? Chapman 23.
Please don't bring up Gundam. The whole show gonna change with Neith. He love that.
You guys need to try it out. That's all I say.
Well, yeah, okay. Oh shit, you had to work today, folks?
No, I'm off today.
Oh, so I got you. We're gonna talk about it, man. Like, so I know that's right up your alley. Like, cause I'm letting the room fill up. Um, and so yesterday, AMD had their keynote, talking about their new CPUs. I know my man D Batch fell out some damn way. He was excited. He's suddenly now he said this yeah. Now they're gonna snatch the crown from Intel. But we're gonna, man, it is what it is. I can give a rat's ass. But they had something on stage. They said, congratulating Mark Cerny and his vision for these consoles for the next range consoles for the next 10 years. Something like that she alluded to. You know what I mean? But this is impressive. This console can last 10 years. But anyway, and it was praised, and they said, a 7 nanometer Radeon Navi, Ryzen Zen 2 far as the tech. Now, we don't know what gigahertz, how many wattage, anything like that. But if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, that's their latest tech, their newest tech.
Yeah. I didn't. I was at work. I think when the show was going on. I didn't watch the full show.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go back and do it. But from what I've read up on it, they didn't release too much details into the capabilities of the chip. From what they did release, you are going to have fast memory. You are going to get increased performance per watt, but using less power. I think I saw some of the chips on there that was like 65 watts, which is crazy. So faster memory, low latency. I think they got a new graphics pipeline and stuff like that. So
one thing, not to tell you, one thing that they said that they were doing away with GCN.
Yeah.
I hope for the record, we got a lot of casual. What the hell is GCN?
GCN is their current graphics architecture that they're using now on the current chip, and it's been, can I say, it's been hampering down because GCN architect only allowed the chips to go to like 1500 megahertz, where you have Nvidia that was and Nvidia that was like into the 17, 18, 1900s. So this will allow them to supersede that 1500 megahertz barrier. It also allowed them to go beyond the 4096 SPs that they did with GCN at work. They'll be able to go above that with the new architecture. But I have to go and dig in. I've been looking at the rumors on this in terms of what the new architecture has. I've been seeing them in terms of what the new architecture has that the old architecture don't. But I gotta do a little digging on. I gotta do a little digging on this.
Okay, all right, well, like I said, we're gonna do this in like I said, for layman's terms, right? And just for shits and giggles. So again, like all this is, we're just giving. I'm just asking you for your opinion, right? Given what we have now, right, on anything, let's deal with consoles, like just PCs. What we have now, right? Right now they're using what Jaguar and
yeah, they're using Jaguar, and I heard they announced like they're going beyond 8 cores now. They got a 12-core CPU that they announced.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, but they're using Jaguar now. But what they're going to get out of the Zen 2, because I know the CEO or that guy that was on stage from the video I watched, they said they wanted to get the CPU out of the way of the GPU, meaning that if it's any bottlenecks, it's not coming from the CPU. The CPU, they want it to be where the CPU can let the GPU work, and if it's any bottlenecks, it's from the GPU and not the CPU. The CPU is basically doing what it has to do. So, but I gotta dig into the video and watch the whole conference and see what they said.
Hold on, man. I got some stuff here. I got some notes. Talking about far as performance of these chips. Now, again, this theoretically, without watching the whole goddamn, because I'm just talking about, they didn't say too much, when it came to the console. I'm just done with the console side of things, though, right? Mm-hmm. And your guesstimation, or is it going to be a huge leap from what we have now until what we may get. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, as far as this new tech, and you know what I mean.
I would say this. I'll say this in layman terms, just to not get too technical. I know D been following this. I'll leave most of that up to him because he been with all the rumors and stuff. But in layman's terms, in terms of the consoles, is I do think we're going to see a leap. In terms of what they showed yesterday, in terms of what the GPU is going to be capable of, and what that CPU, these next systems will be able to do 4K 60 easy.
Mm-hmm. So
They will be able to do 4K 60 easy.
That's what I'm asking. You know what I mean? Because if I don't know, we still don't know what's going to be Sony's answer, or you know what I mean, on how they handle No Gamer Left Behind and still going to cross gender. Like I don't know, right? We don't know, right? So you know what I mean, and a lot of things I think are still up in the air until Sony or even Microsoft clarify a few things, right? But like I said, I'll give you an example. Going from the PS2 to the 360 and the PS3, that was a huge leap. That was like, oh shit, like you know what I mean. I didn't think graphics can get any better. Remember, we were going from 480i, 480p to 720, 1080i, 1080p, right? So it was like, oh shit. But going from last generation to this generation, it wasn't that, in my opinion, wasn't that big of a oh shit moment. You know what I mean? Or are we just at this point now where there's not going to be any more old shits? Like, we just used to, you know what I mean?
No. I think we have some more shit that's gonna come next year. If you look at what Sony, right? We gotta applaud them what they did this gen, what their teams did this gen with the hardware they had access to. But just getting a glimpse of what AMD showed yesterday, in terms of what they're doing with the CPU, the changes they're making there, and with the GPU. We have some old shit moments coming, and then now you have these companies. Microsoft been investing in ray tracing since and since last gen, since the 360. If you remember, they had a video where they had multiple 360s lined up with motherboards connected doing ray tracing testing. I think people forget about that image where they was running multiple 360 motherboards doing ray tracing testing. So they've been dabbling in ray tracing before this gen even started. Now you got these companies saying, "Hey, from a hardware and a software point, we for the implement ray tracing from a hardware and a software level." So I think man, bro, look, it's for to get crazy. At one point, I thought that the jump wasn't going to be that much, but in terms of what Sony showed with the SSD. And then you looking at the CPU and the GPU they're going to be using, it's going to be crazy. And it makes me wonder what Microsoft doing, because if you look at AMD on the stage yesterday, in terms of the Navi GPU, they didn't say anything about Microsoft. I guess because Microsoft haven't really announced or showed their hand yet, which is the reason why they say that. But they did say Microsoft helped them create the Ryzen architect, which was something new to me. But if you look at what Sony showed so far, the PS5 is going to be a beast. And if Microsoft said they're going to be better than that, what the hell do they have? Because that's crazy.
They keep asking me here in the chat, but apparently there's a rumor going around that Microsoft may not use Navi or whatever. They'll just stick with the Vega. What do you think of the validity of that?
I don't know.
They're just asking me in the chat. I don't have an opinion on this.
I don't know about that Vega. They probably talking about the Vega in terms of machine learning, the FP64, and with and making it compatible with Azure, because it's supposed to.
Yeah, they're gonna say Vegas and Azure or whatever.
Yeah, it's supposed to have some it's supposed to have cloud technology baked into it. And it was a rumor going around that that cloud technology that is going to be baked into the chip was kind of giving the PS5 that 20 to 30% edge in performance that was going around with the rumors. They were saying Microsoft didn't account for that. They also said that Sony looked at the Xbox One X and how people responded to that in terms of how it was doing performance wise, and say, hey, we finna go all out too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's gonna be Vega. I hope it don't, because Vega still is on GCN, and you're giving Sony a whole new graphics architect versus I can't see that. I can't see them giving up. I don't know.
Yeah, McNeil Chris J with 199. What I miss? Post damage controlling or nah?
No, I'm not damaged. No, I'm just.
Okay.
I'm just been.
How about this? Let's think about this, right? Let's have fun with this, right? For now, and again, I'm gonna ask you. I would hate to question anyone's integrity, okay? Right? But I mean, here's the thing, right? Now, Sony seems extremely confident. You know, I don't know what they have, and I don't know what it's.
Man,
I don't know what
they better be with that SSD shit.
I don't know what a 7 nanometer chip is, or this or that. You know what I mean? But they do seem very confident in what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So, but then you have Microsoft. Now, at the end of that keynote, Microsoft took the stage, right? And you know, they talking about they being partnered with AMD. Now Ryzen is going to power all of their Surface Books and things like that for the future. And he said, I wish I could tell you guys more, alluding to the next Xbox.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a monster, whatever the case may be, right? Something I'm paraphrasing, but she said something along those words, like it's going to be a monster. Now, just for shits and giggles, right? Now, what if it comes out and the next generation? I'm gonna say two ways. I'm gonna shut the hell up. If the next Xbox is more powerful than the PlayStation, right? I don't think it's gonna be by much. You know what I mean?
Me either.
We all talk about just say one is 10.0, maybe 10.5 or 10.3 or 2. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to be that big of a leap. But
I think they're going to be pretty even, though.
Yes, but if it comes out, though, and Microsoft is the least powerful console, what do you guys expect?
I'm going missing like Porter Rock. I'm gonna be, because I know they gonna come from me. I'm leaving. Hey, I'm in a whole nother country like Puerto Rico. I ain't. Only time you gonna see me, I'm gonna make a few tweets on Twitter.
I'll make a trip to Himalayas again.
No.
Tim gonna catch a heart attack. Disappeared, man.
If it comes out to be more powerful than the Xbox, it will prove that power does matter to Sony fans, because they're gonna go cheerleading it through the streets. It's gonna be a whole pony parade on power, and power is gonna matter again, and everybody's gonna be talking about it.
I'm not gonna lie. I remember when the Scorpio was coming out, right, and they showed like the Scorpio chipset on like Major Nelson stuff, and Sony fans were clowning that, right? But now I see some of these same Sony fans going around with the new AMD chipset. I'm like, hold up, motherfucker.
Hold on. Shout out to Glorious War. He said, Xbox didn't expect Sony to go that powerful route. I know, here's the thing. I won't say that because
power
only
matters. Yeah, power only matters at the beginning of a generation or when you're winning in power. Like,
hey, Maz, what's your take on AMD and what they showed? I want to get your perspective.
I think that AMD came for Intel real hard. They told them to kiss their ass and put up or shut up. Like, the price point alone murdered everything Intel has on a roadmap for the next 3 years, probably.
For a 12 core? A 12-core CPU.
The price alone, even if it doesn't perform like ridiculously high, even if it's 10%, it is 100% shit on everything that Intel has for the next 3 years, at least on their roadmap.
It was $349, $399, and $499 somewhere for them 3 chips. That is crazy.
$399, $499. Like the 3900, like the 3800X is basically 9900K according to that test.
Wow.
Although, I don't know what the game's performance really looks like because they didn't show it yet. But that's still, it's already $100 cheaper, and it's not even out yet. Yeah. So it's $100 cheaper than 9900K is today, and it's not even out yet. Like the 499 chip is their enterprise systems. Like, you get the I have a couple 9900K. I have a 9980XE. Mm-hmm. That was 1500.
Yeah, they were saying it was like 1100, 15. Yeah.
So it's like the ones that you do on these like interims, like they told them to kiss their ass completely. As far as next gen systems, I don't like when the PlayStation was on stage or whatever, it was for the same 3 seconds, and all she did was quote the Wired article. Like that didn't tell me nothing. Like she literally
didn't say nothing.
Right? She was like, "It'll be in the next gen PlayStation," and then you said Mark Cerny is the architect, and then the Wired article quote was behind her. So like you didn't tell me anything.
Yeah. Okay, but again, but here's my question again. As you know, I put the C in casual. Some of you guys question my blackness. See, I mean, put the C in Caucasian, right? Now, with that being said, that's my disclaimer, right?
Z, I'm about to send you something.
With that the Zen2 or Navi, whatever the hell that means, right? Is it a step up from what we got right now?
1,000%.
That's what I was saying.
Whatever the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro are trash cans and
trash. Yep.
In relation to just, even if it's partially true, they're trash cans in relation to what's coming.
Yep.
CPU side alone, like, wipes this ass with all of the systems combined.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Even if it's the 3700X, which I think it will be some amalgamation of 3700X and one of the other, one of the Navi offset chips, like it'll be one of those. But even that alone destroys what is in these current trash systems.
Okay.
So you'll get much better. You'll get much better frame rates at the very least. Now, how they leverage that power, we'll see. Yeah. Graphically, that'll all depend on GPU. I don't know what the GPU looks like because they're not going to talk about it till E3.
Okay.
Yep. They didn't go into they said they changed the CUs, but they didn't tell what they did to them.
They didn't say a damn thing. They said, we'll see you at E3. That's literally what they said about the GPU. So what I think is happening is they're waiting until Microsoft announce what they got to announce about their new system, and then they're going to go all in on the PC day. That following the 10th, so Microsoft goes Sunday, and they're gonna go that Monday and announce everything they need to announce.
So you think we might get the specs for the next Xbox at E3?
I think you'll get a compilation video like the Xbox One X, where they show you somebody will be talking about sizzle, and then they'll be like, well, AMD revealed recently at Computex these new architectures and blah blah blah, and we've been working closely with them. The same old spiel that they always gonna get. So I think they'll do that on the stage, and they'll give a little 2-3 minute video of what what Anaconda and Lockhart are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Anaconda.
But I'll probably focus on Anaconda just because it's big, but
hopefully they do that. But Von Lamont with the $4.99 hold. So, if the new Death Stranding trailer does not have a release date, then that's an L. If we get a release date for The Last of Us 2 this week, does that hurt Xbox E3? And in my opinion, I think it's too soon to put out the release date. You should wait just around the time Microsoft does the E3, like a day after or the day, something like that, and that will overshadow anything they do.
No, it'll only overshadow it to the people that Last of Us matters to.
Oh yeah, but there's a lot of motherfuckers.
It's the same people who's not excited for E3, but excited to hear an announcement next to E3. Like, this is the stupidest shit in the world. That's the most hypocritical bullshit I've ever heard in my life. You're excited for an announcement.
Go wild.
This is the now 4th or 5th time that they're showing this damn game, and you're excited for this announcement of a release date. Like, this is what you're hyping up, but you're like, I don't want to see E3. Come on, bro. Like, you obviously want to see games, right? Like, so if Microsoft comes out on stage and shows new games, they don't matter because those studios are unproven. Like, I was literally having this conversation with my boy Thrash today, where he was like,
Mr. Telephone Man.
That's my dog. But he was like, I'm not excited for E3, and everybody's like, you're excited. If PlayStation come out and announce Last of Us 2 is gonna be crazy, mind blowing. I'm like,
not excited for E3?
Why? And I was like, I don't understand. Like, he was like, well, they don't have what do you call it? They don't the studios aren't proven or whatever. They're not proven to show.
But hold on, I thought King Thresh was a gamer, not a pony.
Bruh,
he always tells me I'm a gamer. Shouldn't you be excited for E3 regardless?
Right, and that's what I said. I was like, E3 is about games. I don't give a damn whether Microsoft, Sony, all these independent developers, like everybody was, the Plague's Tale, right? Like, people praising that. They ain't proven, but they made a great game. Like, I don't give a damn.
Oh, that's a Sopo. That's one Nithis was just clowning.
I don't give a damn.
Hold on.
They still make Cars the game, Disney Rush.
Hey, but they just made a dope game. And if you look at that Foundry graphic, the game looks beautiful.
Right. I don't give a damn about the developers or what they've done before this. I give a damn about the game they're making right now and whether or not I'm gonna like it.
And that goes to show you can't judge these companies by just because they made like kiddie games in the past. That's probably what they was given the budget for, or what the contract stated.
Rare totally proved that one.
Somebody in the chat said Xbox is showing PS4 games. I don't give. They're showing PC games.
PS4 show Xbox games that they show.
Right. When they show Call of Duty and NBA 2K, and like every one of those games, I'm gonna be playing on my PC. Well, except for NBA 2K, but and I'm not gonna play Call of Duty at all. But like all those games that Xbox shows, I'm gonna play on my PC. But I just want to see the games. Y'all worried about where they're being played at? Or
it's like Matt said, y'all more so worried about the brand than in love with games. Y'all in love with the brand. Just like Matt said, y'all in love with the brand.
McNeil J. Chris said this dude is a funny man. LOL. But Post, you sent me an article, right? AMD launches RDNA Macro Architecture PCI 4.0, whatever that means. 1.25.
What the fuck does that mean?
Performance per wattage. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. What is this right here? This said it's upgrade over GCN. Now what the hell? This is what we use now. What the hell is GCN?
Graphics Core Next.
Okay,
so it's like how's the best? I'm trying to dumb this down.
Dumb that down for me.
I'm trying. It's like it's basically how two things interact with each other over a systematic command. I guess it's the best way. I don't. It's not something bad.
Okay, is this like the difference between going Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2?
Sure, it's like how it communicates, more or less. It's microarchitecture. It's a whole bunch of like transistors within certain terascales will offer like a lot of GPU shit. It's a lot of technical shit.
Okay.
Basically, what's happening right now is they're going from slow to fast. That's the best. That's the simplest way to
Super
put it.
Saiyan 2.
All right, hold on. Get Ron Lamont right quick.
Ron Lamont. Yeah. Y'all think Death Stranding coming out this fall? No. There is rumors of that. I don't think so. I think that's a next year game. Yeah, no. But if it does, I'll take my L. I will.
It don't matter. I don't care if it comes. That shit looks like trash.
Yeah, I
don't understand what's going on in that game. That thing's gonna be sold off Kojima's name.
Yeah. They showed off that new trailer and it just made it look like even more trash. Then he teased something more than the 27th. All that shit looks like trash.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a pretty game. I don't know what it's using the Decima engine. If I'm not mistaken. But I don't know what the hell was going on. I saw my man walking up the side of a mountain with a box with a package.
That game would be clowned if it wasn't for Kojima. Let's be real. That would be clowned.
It looked like an indie game, like the gameplay, and I'm not even like trashing. Like I had like no.
It might be a good name, but it's being sold off Kojima's name.
But hold on, I got something here. It says it finally hit, man. So you post. So finally, here's the kicker: RDNA fully supports PCIe 4.0, which means Navi GPU is slated to be the first PCI 4.0 gaming GPU in the world. This is the greatest news because it means the company is looking to future-proof its lineup to get something going. So
and again, that's the
second part. So
it's going to double the bandwidth that's available to the graphics card.
So it lets things communicate faster. And sends more information at once.
And it sends more information at one time. Yeah,
that's the easiest way to dumb that down. Let things communicate faster because it sends more information at once. Okay, and it's all read at the same time.
Okay.
It's like the New York Tunnel.
Okay,
if you clog it up with too many damn cars, nothing's moving. Right now, it just opened it up to
both lanes.
And GPUs got to be, in order for them to like work efficient, they got to be constantly fed.
Okay,
so when you got data coming that fast, and you can send more at one time, then
Okay, let me ask you a question again. Now, just for you see the layman's terms, right? Now, price predictions, right? I'm going to say $500. This sounds like a lot. I don't. Some sort of argument now said $400. It's no way in hell you're getting Ryzen, Navi, and this new patented RSSD drive, whatever the case, from Sony for $400. You know what I mean? Again, and I'm just looking in terms. I'm just saying the T-flops. Maybe T-flops might even matter next generation, but. At a minimum. Now I know. Shout out to D. He ain't here to defend himself, but he said he was hearing rumors through the AMD pipelines with his investors that the PS5 is only going to be 8 T flops. Fuck it. Like 8 T flops, right? Which will be double the power of the Pro, if I'm not mistaken. In all fairness, it'd be double the power of the Pro. But I don't think now. I know Tim Dog said he got some stuff that said the next Xbox could be 11, but I don't think they're going to be too far off from each other. That's just my opinion. I don't think the next Xbox is going to have 2 T flops advantage over the whatever the case may be. If it's going to be $500, I don't see that happening.
It'll probably run cooler and run a few frames higher just because Microsoft worked 100, like Microsoft is and still is working with AMD for all their chipsets and the whole Ryzen thing. So the CPU probably will be a little more custom, or the onboard APU will probably be a little more custom.
Yeah, their own shit.
That shit will be about the same.
Same, okay, but okay. Well, again, like what you said during the start of the generation, you said power only matters at the start of the generation, right? Now, again, I'm saying again, $500 for both these consoles. Will this be enough? Now, you game on PC, right, man? Will this be enough to make the PC guys say, "Hey, this $5 goddamn console's kicking my PC ass"?
No.
Neck, what you got? A GTX 1060? What you got, Nev?
1070, but the thing is, it doesn't matter how powerful the console is. These PC players don't even want to leave Steam. They won't go to a console.
It's not just that. Like, we on PC, we have 3 things going for us. A, we don't have to pay again for using our internet. That's the first thing. B, like, we don't like our games across the different mediums or whatever has true competition, so they compete for lower prices. Like, so I can buy my games cheaper across the board. Also, I get to dictate whether or not I want to play at 60 FPS or 144 FPS or 200 FPS. I get to dictate that myself. Consoles tell you what to do. As a PC gamer, I don't want that. I don't want to have to be limited by whatever they tell me. I don't want that setting to be. They're gonna tell me it's 4K 60, but they didn't optimize it for 60 FPS. They optimized it for 4K. Mm-hmm. So it still run a little janky. It still have ridiculous frame dips, but it's 4K. Like, I don't want that to be the focus. And as a PC gamer, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to stay where I can make whatever I want. If I want it to be the most pretty game ever and lock it at 60, or if I want it to be the best running game and lock it, at 4K medium settings instead of 4K high or 4K ultra, whatever. Like, I want the choice of doing that. That's
Diamond.
I mean, but the what it is, the consoles have the same settings as the PC. It's just when the developers go in there, they lock them and they don't give us access to it, to where PC players, they can just go and make their own adjustments. You've seen it before where they show you where they turn stuff on and don't give you access to stuff that's going behind the scene.
Yeah, the only thing I am excited about really with these consoles, like, I'm gonna buy them because I buy everything, but I'm excited that consoles won't be completely holding back PC gaming, because the developers will always develop for the lowest common denominator, and that's consoles. So if they're making a console game and that crosses over to PC, they're going to develop for the lowest common denominator, which is the console. How can it play here? And then whatever random PC is around that area, that'll be what they baseline the specs off of. Then they won't push and optimize for the higher specs. I just glad that they come in and they're not so gimped that they have to go so low that it's going to hurt my experience just because they also made a console game.
Shout out to Tip Diamond. Said, "What up, Z? What up, panel?" Okay, and now again, now like I said, E3 is 2 weeks away, right? Mm-hmm. E3. Now, right now, I got my walk, got a brand new walk. I'm hopping into my hot tub time machine, right? I don't think we're gonna see the box at E3. We might see the motherboard. You know what I mean? Traditionally, that's what they did with the X. You know what I mean? Do you think we're gonna get numbers from either Microsoft or maybe even Sony? Because AMD has a show the following the day, if I'm not mistaken. Do you think we're gonna get numbers in terms of T-flops or we might get memory bandwidth speed, or do you think we're gonna get something?
I think they probably do like the X. just say Zen 2's CPU.
It'll be real generic.
Yeah,
it'll be real generic just because they don't want to show their hand.
They're not going to show their hand.
Like PlayStation did just enough to get you excited, and then they talked about an SSD and showed you an SSD. But that doesn't tell you how any of the games are going to run with the stuff that's going to be in there. So I think Xbox is going to show just enough to say, hey, we're better, or we're in the realm, or close, or whatever that may be. But they're not going to show their hand until
you see what happened last time.
Right.
Sony changed that memory at the last minute, boy.
Well, they added 4 more gigabytes.
If they would have went with that 4, it would have been a wrap. It would have been a wrap.
They want 4 more gigabytes.
Well, hey, they listened though. They changed that shit at the last minute.
Like I mean, like I said, E3 is 2 weeks, literally 2 weeks away. I think Microsoft kick it off on a Sunday or a Monday. I think it's a Sunday.
Yeah,
Sunday. Yeah.
Okay. Sunday.
If they come out and say the most powerful, then I know they.
The most. Yeah. You know what? Hey, Paul, that's a good shit right there.
I know they confident that they. That the competition
without even releasing numbers, we're gonna have the most powerful console next generation. That was speaking volumes. I ain't gonna lie. Even though Sony had what you call the mind share, even if their console was less powerful, because they have a quote unquote a better proven track record when it comes to the games. Last 3 years of Microsoft should be kind of janky. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if they do come out and say, "Hey, we got the world's most powerful goddamn console, next generation console," that will be a good thing from them. I mean, I'm being honest with you, it's going to be a fucking murder at the midnight if Microsoft come out that bitch and that bitch is at 0.2 weaker than the PS5. My God! Hey, listen here, I need an extension on my contract. You know what I mean?
That's what I was just about to say though. It'll be so to say something like that first initial one where it says 9.2.1 teraflops and Microsoft come out with 10 teraflops.
You know what I mean?
About the world most powerful. Not by that much.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But bro, like I ain't gonna not for nothing. Listen, for those of you that is in this chat, right? Now I hate to question some of you fuck niggas. Real niggas, a bunch of fuck niggas in the chat, right? Question your integrity, right? It was so much made of, again, when we talking about console gamers, and listen, and this is something I've always said. Some of you, shout out to you guys, been rocking on me on this dog shit channel from the beginning. I always thought it was kind of crazy for console gamers to be arguing about resolution. Now, graphics, cool, I'm all for you, but resolution and frames, I thought that was some PC shit, right? But neither here nor there, right? It was a lot made for was it 1.31 to 1.8. I mean, that was like the whole. But to be fair though, it was $100 cheaper. And Microsoft, like, oh my god, they made a lot of goddamn mistakes. What the hell were they thinking, right? Even that resolution shit caught them off guard. To be fucking fair, they didn't see that shit coming, right? It was a lot made of that. And shout out to Sony, they paid it. You know what I mean? What was the developer from Naughty Dog? Lied his ass off. Get used to saying 1080p, 60 frames a second, right? Lied his ass off though, but that got the stables. I almost lost my life that day on Twitter. Like literally, I barely made it out, man. I barely made it out. Me being as tricky I am, as savvy as I am, I flipped the shit. You know what I mean? But goddamn, that was a hard day for me. They beat the fuck out my legs that day on Twitter. You know what I mean? But again, that will be. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I don't know if it was so much of what Microsoft considers a win, because I've been to as long as they make the most money, that's all the fuck they care about. But for the console war and the fanboy side of things, right? If that motherfucker come out, I don't even give a fuck if they got the games, right? If they come out and their console is less powerful, it's gonna flip, right? Because right now Microsoft got the games and Sony got to say it's about the multiplats. You know that shit gonna flip. It's a lose-lose for them, man. You know what I mean? And that's just my opinion. I'm gonna own both.
I agree.
It is what it is.
I agree. If it come out that Sony is more powerful, their fan base is gonna throw that it's only about the game narrative out the window, and they gonna start aiming that shoot at any bot they see.
For real, you know what I mean?
Nah, bro.
It will no longer be about games no more. They will
both
be
though. Like, because the fact that like Xbox gonna have to bring games because then you guys can use it's all about the games and shit.
Man,
because at the end of the day,
yeah, the Xbox is gonna switch back to it's all about the games.
I'm letting you know right now, bro. I might be on some other shit next generation.
Like, really bad.
I ain't fucking with these weirdo ass niggas in this Xbox camp, bro. Them niggas show me he botting all them niggas, man. I'm done with all them niggas.
Unconscious.
Yeah.
Xbox, like I said, I am still firmly in the camp that Xbox is gonna fuck up E3. 1,000%. 1,000% they're gonna fuck this up.
You know what, man?
By themselves, and they're gonna fuck it up.
You know, man, she was cool when you first joined the show. But right now, come on, bro.
Like, as much as I get called a bot literally every damn day.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. Because I say Xbox is trash constantly.
All the time.
Like literally every day. Every day I say Xbox is trash. I say I have no faith in Microsoft. I have no faith in Xbox as a whole.
Hey, he trash both sides, actually.
I trash
both sides.
I come for everybody. I come for everybody.
Tweet hot trash Xbox.
I'm a troll. I'm a troll. That's what I do. But Xbox is gonna fuck this up. But the problem I have,
no, they're not.
No, they're not. That makes one of us that believes that.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? You know why? I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna keep it for. You know why Microsoft gonna fuck it up, right? And I said this for real. They don't know how to put on a good show. At the end of the day, you look at those inside Xboxes. They don't know what the fuck. They're gonna spend too much time.
See, you ain't even in the community no more. You can't even speak on what we doing over here, player. Hey, you on the outside looking in right now, player.
Hey, I'm just speaking as a gamer, right? Overall, right? Because listen. I know I got some Sony zealots out in the chat, right? My man talking about my goddamn Danny Stab, fuck you, right? So talking about my knee gonna fall asleep, right? But anyway, I'm saying this, right? Even if you're a diehard Sony dude, right, and would never own an Xbox, fine. You want some Hitler shit, right? You want Microsoft to have a great show. The reason why you want that, because we are gamers and we want to see a great game. I wish I could stomach Nintendo shit, but I can't, right?
And 50% of that shit is going to be on everything.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So you should want a great show. 2, it's going to light the fire under Sony's ass so they can go out there and fucking compete. You know what I mean? Why do you think Sony got so lackadaisical? They're not at E3 and now they're just coasting. They didn't did all the... You know what I mean? That's why.
Let me tell you something. Sony is the industry.
They're gonna make less games, and then they're gonna focus on the quality rather than the quantity of their games. So they're gonna make less of them. Then the new CEO talking about streaming and putting money in the focus towards that. And y'all out here calling for all of their heads, right? But all of a sudden you don't want competition. Competition breeds excellence. Competition is what made PS4 what it is. Like Xbox 360 coming out and kicking their teeth in, and PS3 coming out talking about you gonna do what we say. We gonna make a cell processor. Everybody's gonna be on this, and y'all ain't got no choice.
The OG Xbox.
That is what made PS4 what it is. You want Xbox to compete because that makes PS4 and makes PlayStation 5 and makes PlayStation as a whole compete. That makes them come to the table with some shit rather than just bullshit that they gonna shove down your throat.
If you look at what Microsoft did with the OG Xbox, that made Sony push what they did with the PS3. You know what I'm saying? And then, like he said, you know what I'm saying? Because that I give if the OG Xbox didn't come out, PS2 would have still been on the market for probably about another 2 or 3 years at the rate it was selling. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But now look at
even the type of games, even like I said, even the type of games they were making back then wasn't really pushing the hardware. That's when still Eastern developers. You had the Dragon Quest 55 and all them shit. They wasn't really graphically demanding type games. But I believe it was like, but it did come though. What game was that they couldn't come to the PS2 though? It wasn't powerful. Was it Rainbow Six?
It was Splinter Cell Chaos Theory.
It was Chaos Theory. Okay,
it was Splinter Cell Chaos. It was Splinter Cell Chaos Theory.
It was another one too.
It had normal mapping and all that stuff because I don't think the PS2 wasn't able to do normal mapping. Yeah. It had normal mapping and all that stuff, but they finally got a version over it. But when they got over that shit.
Ma said terrible. He want to hear about them cell phones.
Oh man! Listen. Hey, listen! Shout out! They tried to get me on that dog shit podcast that Friday. I ain't know who the fuck. I ain't know what show. I my show love. They want to be coming to some show, but I got to talk running my mouth on Twitch, and I forgot all about this shit. That was Thrash Show. He want some get back. Hey, but listen, listen. I'll tell motherfuckers leave me alone. I'm deadly. Don't put me in that corner. I'm gonna come on your motherfucking show and show out, embarrass everybody on that motherfucker. I'm gonna cut my motherfucking mic. But like, okay, go.
Yeah, like this is the thing, right? Microsoft gonna fuck this up, and then Sony's gonna put out their trailers and release dates, and everybody's gonna declare victory. And then if Microsoft come out with some heat, sure, but I just don't see it because Microsoft, like I say all the time, been saying for fucking years, Microsoft doesn't know how to sell hope. Like Sony sells you hope. A release date is what these dudes are hoping for. A release date for for a game you already know is coming out. They know how to sell hope.
But here's the thing, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, right? Whether you like what do you call it, Uncharted or not, right? It's done well, high quality type. I know you tease about the AI, but the music, the sound, the shit. If that cutscene or that trailer or that we got last E3, if that's actually what we're going to get in the goddamn game, it does look kind of special, right? So people are hyped up about that, pulling at your heartstrings. And we really haven't had that on this side of the fence. You motherfuckers said you just pop back on Sea of Thieves out there chasing pigs and shit. Leave my home. I ain't lying. Sony's games this generation, I might sound like a fanboy. I might looking for extension on my contract. Been over the top. Huh?
I have zero faith in The Last of Us 2 looking or performing. I don't give a fuck about the looks. I have zero faith in The Last of Us 2 performing the way it does.
Oh shit! Hold on, they gonna come at you, man. They gonna come at you. You better leave that Last of Us 2 alone.
The Last of Us 1 had a trailer that was very similar, where it was showing like AI being smart and moving out of cover, and they were gonna flank you, and then they were also gonna act like as decoys for each other, and the friendly AI was going to support you, like. They had all that shit with The Last of Us 1, and then there's comparison of the trailer and the actual gameplay, and they don't match up. So until that shit comes out and it matches up, I don't give a fuck what the trailer looks like.
Don't listen to Mash, y'all. Go support.
I don't give a fuck.
They coming for your ass, boy.
They always come for me. I don't give a fuck.
I'm coming for you, nigga.
Hey, it's one thing.
Snake oil.
It's one thing you cannot do. You cannot say it was something wrong with The Last of Us.
Hey, yo, Hogan.
I'm
coming for you, nigga.
All day,
hey, yo, for real, they about to Booker T this nigga. Hogan, I'm coming for you, nigga.
They gonna catch him on Twitter.
They gonna knock him smooth. They gonna dope feed him, yo. They gonna sneak up behind him and knock him smooth the fuck out. They gonna dope feed him, yo. They word is born. Hey, but like I said, but again, let's be real. You gotta get credit where credit's due. That's what's so funny. That's why motherfuckers tease K Megan and crapping them so fucking much. And what do you like the games now? Like, I don't like Halo. You know what I mean? Not even a big Forza guy, but I understand those games are big and they're huge for the Xbox community, and they're high production, right? They just try to do him playing fucking God of War. He doesn't even jump. There's no A button and all this other weird old shit, right? And again, that goddamn game came on so goddamn epic. And shout out to motherfucking Sony Santa Monica. I like them better than Naughty Dog, but that's just my opinion. But that motherfucker first scene knock on that door, and them was like, leave my home. I got fucking goosebumps, bro. Pause, no more. Shout out to Manil J. Chris. Same book nigga who said he ain't had no problems in State of Decay. LOL, but he nitpicking the God of Us. Okay, LOL. Let me catch you outside. I'm knocking you to smooth the fuck out. All right, Chris McNeil. You heard what he said, man.
Yeah, I heard what he said.
Yeah.
I said I didn't have no bugs. I didn't say I didn't have any problems with the game. I
said that's a you problem. Bugs. If you had bugs, that's a you problem.
Also, man. You know what's funny? Mm-hmm. So I said I didn't experience no bugs, right? Everybody else experienced bugs. So my man Garrett, back when he was still, doing YouTube and stuff, he put out a video about State of Decay. Yeah. He said he experienced one damn bug. So I'm not the only one it happened to. But when y'all do that shit to Days Gone, when y'all like, I didn't see no bugs. I don't care that everybody else falling through the map. I'm crazy though.
When I played State of Decay, I didn't experience no bugs in State of Decay when I played.
Experience bugs. I don't give a fuck about your experience. I've seen other people, the game for me.
Yeah, I seen other people experience, but their experience wasn't mine.
Hey yo,
so what the fuck I'm worrying about you falling through the ground? I'm good over here. Get your shit right.
Same as Days Gone. I didn't experience none of them bugs so far, other than the slowdown and then the sound cutting out. Other than those, I didn't experience it either, so I don't know.
Oh shit! Hey, come on, McNeil J. Chris. He said this fuck nigga mask one leg away from Cape Mega, bro. God damn, dog. No, I don't do my man like that. Damn. They said, "Word is born, yo." They said, I ain't gonna be messy. I ain't gonna be messy.
Like, y'all the only motherfuckers who take everybody else's word like it matters. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all niggas' gameplay experience.
And look, none of them niggas that still.
Everybody in this chat right now, Neth,
talk that shit,
Post, Next Gen, all these niggas love Gears. I tell them it's trash daily.
Oh shit, cut his mic off.
See?
Oh yeah, you got
right.
mute this
all
nigga.
these niggas love Gears. I tell them that shit is mediocre as hell.
Should I
care?
I hopped on Gears the other day and got my ass whooped.
Should I care that all my boys love it? No. They have a gaming experience. I have a gaming experience. I like the shit I like. I have an experience with what I like. Everybody else has the same shit. Like, y'all motherfuckers need to stop thinking, oh my God, that YouTuber, oh my God, IGN, or any of these motherfuckers.
You know what though? If you look at State of Decay 2, look how quickly they patched and fixed that shit.
I wouldn't know.
Everybody that's calling it trash right now haven't went back to play it and seen all the shit they added and fixed on that game. It's not the same game. Just like Sea of Thieves isn't the same game.
If you play Sea of Thieves, then you got beat up in high school and you getting your lunch taken at work today.
Me, Noah, and Kratos was just on Sea of Thieves.
You guys held a gun to Kratos' head to play that shit.
Even though Kratos be shitting on the gang, that nigga was having fun. He was enjoying
Xbox Mafia pulled up on him.
He was enjoying that shit. That shit was fun as hell.
Hey, bro.
It was fun.
The gun pointed at his head.
He couldn't even hate on it. It was fun.
I would hate to question any integrity, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way above.
You know what?
Sea of Thieves.
I'm not questioning y'all integrity. I'm questioning y'all masculinity. If you play Sea of Thieves, you wear women's underwear. Just keep.
You know what, man? Mute this nigga. Z. Turn his mic down.
Y'all waiting for the Victoria's Secret summer sale. Like, if you play Sea of Thieves, I ain't.
He said FN selling his soul to Microsoft for that fan fast pass.
Fuck nigga selling his soul to MS for that fan fast pass.
Okay, well, here's a question. Post. I know you're a big Microsoft dude, right? Literally, big Xbox guy, right? Yeah. Do you think next generation, right? Now again, Sony, my boy, you like the game? They give you a very cinematic movie type feeling with their games, right? Like a Pixar film, like or something like that. Again, that from fucking line.
Your thieves look like a Pixar film.
Well, I ain't saying look. I'm just overall the dialogue, like that line.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
From God of War, he said, "The gods are the old. I thought you guys would be much bigger, much wiser." You know what I mean? Like that shit was just like epic. And you go to tell Kratos, I'm a history guy. Is a much older guy than the North, in the North mythology thing, you know what I mean? So, again, you hear the legends of the gods from the past with the Zeus or whoever else, you know what I mean? Poseidon and stuff, right? And that shit was just so epic. Do you think that we can get that from a Microsoft game?
Bro. Microsoft ain't bringing something like that.
Now, you got Gears of War 5. I think I'm gonna be honest with you. The last moment. Look, check out.
Y'all kill me with that shit.
Hold on, let me say this. The last moment like that I had with that. Hold on, let me say this. The last moment I had like that with an Xbox game, I think it was Gears 2 when Don died. That was Don that died, or whatever the hell. Was it Don or whatever?
Dying Light or some shit?
Oh, Gears 3.
Yeah, that was Gears 3 that Don died. Who was wife? Who found their wife in the
Gears 2? His wife died.
Okay, don't say, but then.
So when you had to go down in the Western Lane and look for.
Yeah. Oh, she said, she just fuck niggas selling the souls Microsoft fan pass. Oh, Mike. But again, do you think that they can reach that level?
Yeah. Look, anybody can create anything at any given time. Like
some of these the coalition or 343.
Like the Rare chose to create Sea of Thieves. That's something that they chose to do. It was a passion of theirs. They wanted to create a real pirate adventure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they wanted to create like a pirate adventure game, and that's what they
make the Kraken like that, man.
And it's people who enjoy it, and then people who don't. For the ones who don't, that's your prerogative. For the ones that do, let them enjoy it. Now, this notion that Microsoft is incapable of making certain type of games that have cinematic feels and things like that. That is not true. That is not true. And I think next generation, y'all gonna see these two. It's not gonna. We're not for the. Sony is not for to replicate this generation. Next generation. Microsoft.
They're saying Z set up a GoFundMe. Post need contract surgery. God damn.
This is the problem, right?
Microsoft gonna put up a real fight, and I guarantee
this is the problem. Of everything they bought, of everything Microsoft bought, the only people that makes that exact type of game is Ninja Theory and Obsidian-ish.
Yeah.
No, you can't say
and
that.
then I don't know what the initiative is. I can't speak on them.
Nevs just did the same thing with Asobo. He named all them kitty games, and then they turned around and made the Plague's Tale.
No, listen, but I'm saying
God of War.
Right now, those are the type of games that they are focused on. The games they've been making, like NXile makes a type of game. I don't know that they're not going to branch out, but right now I know they're making one type of game, and that's what they're going to stick to for the foreseeable future, at least until that game comes out. As far as Compulsion, they made one game, they didn't even know in that one game what the hell they wanted it to be. Like that one game was like 5 different types of games. If they just focused on being BioShock-esque, they would have been fine. But they tried to do so much, they don't even know what the hell they want to do. Mm-hmm. Playground. I have faith in Playground. I think Playground will make a good Fable game. But if it's whether it's not it's kiddie or whether or not they give a little grit to it, we don't know. It still has to be Fable. Like if it's not going to be Fable, don't call it fucking Fable. And then like I'm saying, like the rest of these studios, I don't see those type of games. Ninja Theory is 100% can make that game. Now, I think that whatever Bleeding Edge or whatever is going to be a little of their experience with DMC, a little of their experience with Hellblade, all rolled into one. We'll see how it comes out, but it could be ultimate fail because I don't know that they know how to make a co-op game like that.
Any developer can create whatever they want at any given time. It's just the direction that they choose to go in. To say they're incapable of because what they're creating now, what I'm saying? I can't determine the future, but I do know that E3 they're gonna kick ass and they're gonna go into the next gen kicking ass and taking names.
That's why I said I don't know that they're not capable of it. But right now, Microsoft, the only thing we know about Microsoft is that Microsoft hasn't been the developer that lets you do it, or haven't been the publisher that lets you do whatever the hell you want to do.
Well, that's over now.
I don't know that that's true.
Over for now.
That's what all of the companies they brought said. That was one of the stipulations in their contract. That was stipulation in their contract to give us freedom.
He changed his name to Prostradamus. He knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah,
you can predict the future.
Let him know. Prostradamus. I called all this shit.
Google, don't try to get him, bro.
I really hope. Microsoft comes out swinging. Mm-hmm. I hope they come out. We're like, yo, this is our answer to God of War. This is our answer to Spider-Man. This is our answer.
Listen, I don't see them.
They don't have to answer. No. That's where you're wrong.
They need to answer.
No.
This is 1-to-1, but I'm saying a game that's on that level.
Yeah.
Right, a game that's on that level. Not this is the exact game on our side. No, I mean a game that's on.
I don't want Microsoft to. It's one thing I love about Microsoft, the fact that they're not Sony. I don't want everybody. I don't want Microsoft to turn it to Sony.
Real, bro.
Hey, Microsoft. I don't want Microsoft to turn it to Sony.
In terms of
it's just a certain thing about Microsoft. In terms of the games and the content that they create.
Hey, folks, you my brother. But you've been in that plantation far too long.
You know what?
He said Jesus gives us food. He gives me sleeps. Hey, yo, bro. You been
stretch your leg out your shit getting numb.
Hey, yo. It's getting numb. Hey, yo. Hey, listen. Hey, good, bro. These last 3 years, look, dog shit. Now, listen. I'm going to keep it real. A lot of the second party shit Sony come out with, not really my cup of tea. Like the Gravity Rushes. But the AAA shit Sony been coming out with, That shit been all been fired, bro. You know what I mean?
They say Mass only play Destiny 2.
That's the only time I turn on that fucking Xbox. I know that.
Just say he doesn't want good games, bro. Like,
no, I said I don't. Look, that's not saying Microsoft has good games.
He says he doesn't want them to do like single player over narrative games.
That's not what I'm saying either. I just want Microsoft to not try to turn it into something. I don't want them to try to mimic what Sony doing in terms of create the same games that they're creating.
Yeah, like cinematic, hold your hand games.
No,
I just want Microsoft to make good games. I don't give a fuck what type of games.
Microsoft made cinematic games. Halo was cinematic.
So what the fuck do you want them to do?
Gears was cinematic. I'm just saying. Y'all want Microsoft to turn into Sony. Microsoft Sony.
We want them to make good games. The fuck?
Man, hey, I got a good comment here in the chat. Just make it that bill ready. What's my man named Mikey?
Bugging.
She said Mikey
Habusa.
Microsoft have their big studio split the team and try their hand at something other than Halo, Gears, and Forza.
Oh, you're gonna get that? That's coming. That's coming.
They did that with Playground. Well, they bought them and then did that with Playground. So we'll see.
It ain't always been Halo. You know what's crazy? It ain't always been Halo, Gears, and Forza. Even going back
Halo,
to the
Gears,
OG,
Forza, and Fable, and they got one of them.
Even going back to the OG Xbox had a very diverse lineup. They couldn't help it that Halo took off and became a mainstream, iconic type game.
You know what I'm saying? Did the same thing. Man said Poster was homeschool. He's a fool.
Forza came in and took the thunder from GT.
I will say that though. That's the only exclusive that Microsoft came out this generation that it rose. It didn't go down. As far as quality.
Yeah, from when the
Gears and Halo didn't keep up. It didn't extend. It went down.
So it doesn't matter. But
Forza rose.
Microsoft's gonna fuck this up. Sony is gonna.
You know what, Maz?
And I'm about to go hit this grill with this food.
Fuck your GPU.
But fuck all y'all.
Fuck your GPU. Fuck your CPU too, nigga.
Don't come out and start screaming about what AMD showed and how powerful anything is, because y'all motherfuckers still don't know.
Fuck your PCI slots, fuck nigga.
Hey, hold on, my man. Shout out to Z Black Rider, man. He's another one still trapped on that plantation. He said, Z, you only played 2 Sony games in your whole life. No, it's not true. That's not true.
He played 4. He only beat 2.
Yeah, I beat a couple PlayStation joints, man. I like what I like.
Like I said, he played 4. He only beat 2.
I beat 1 too. I think. Spider-Man, God of War.
You think this nigga said?
I beat a few, yo. I beat a few. The Order 1886. The what's that shit? Infamous Second Son. You call it? I beat a few.
The Order 1886 was 3 minutes long.
No, that shit was long. That shit was
wasn't.
That shit was like a chore to play. That fucking control.
That shit was like 4 hours long.
Yeah, it was 4 hours, and it felt like 40 hours.
Hold up, shout out to my brother, the Ruham. He said, "What up, Z?" in the panel. Not like this Post, not like this. Yeah, my man Post. He been on that field too long, man. He just gives me food. He gives me sleeps. You gotta pray for Post, man. Man, Post be out there, motherfucker, sometime, man. Here's the thing with some real shit. Maybe not to come, but when it came to, like I said, whether you like these games, like I don't have a problem being subjective. Those know I am what you call a rare Xbox guy who didn't really care for Forza, really didn't care for fucking Halo, right? But I understand, again, those games are big and they're done well, right? Whether you like those, one and dones or walking simulators, whatever, okay? Sony's first party titles have been second to none this generation. You know what I mean? I don't care for Nintendo, but Nintendo just gets, highly reviewed, highly rated. And Nintendo's been doing the same two-step since fucking 88, right? But it is what it is, right? But that's, where Sony's games have been. Microsoft? Shit. Man, I would love for them to be like Sony when it came to quality with their goddamn games, bro. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. Because even if you're going to pay Microsoft as being the multiplayer, it's the problem, right? And I try to explain this to crap them guys on fucking, but it is what it is. Sony's only have one and dones, and Microsoft, where's their multiplayer games? Even had motherfuckers like Coke, somebody been playing 1,000 hours and Crackdown and all that shit, right? The problem is that Microsoft multiplayer games have not been good, have not been great this generation. That's just the fucking point. That's just the fact of the matter. Whereas, well, come on. What's been great? Sea of Thieves?
How many hours you spend on Gears?
Well, I'm just outside of Gears, Forza, and Halo, bro.
No. You can't. No. We ain't finna do this. We're not finna do this.
I mean, I like Gears, but outside of Gears and Forza and Halo, you know what I mean? But, bro, Gears was in 2016, bro. It's fucking about to be 2020. Before we get something else, bro. We gotta let that go. It's about to be motherfucking 2020, whether we like it or not, man. It's about to be goddamn 2020, man. Shit, that's all I'm saying.
What multiplayer game you play on the PS4?
They got multiplayer. Why you think multiplayer?
No. I just asked you answer the question.
Ask me a question. What multiplayer game?
What multiplayer game do you play on the PS4?
Well, I love Street Fighter.
Okay, have you put the same hours in the Street Fighter as you have in Gears?
I got some hours in that motherfucker.
Nope.
No, he had more hours in Mortal Kombat than Street Fighter already.
I play Street Fighter. I went hard on Street Fighter, bro. I played this shit. I haven't played it in a while, but I miss Street Fighter my shit, bro.
Look, let me tell you something. After this show, we all hopping on the X.
You know what I mean? I'm listening on now.
It's either gonna be the X or the PC. Either one. Don't nobody choose the PS4 or the PS4 Pro after this show. It happens all the time.
Blasphemy, man.
We kick the Xbox in the whole show, and then we end the show and hop straight on the Xbox.
Hey, these lines like, hey, anybody on the box?
Yeah, that's all y'all do, man. I gotta give me some different friends, man.
Oh, shit.
And Kratos, he do all that PlayStation champion. Only to end the show.
I ain't never catch Kratos on that PlayStation, bro.
And try to find somebody to hop on the PC with him.
Bro, I found him one time and he was on for like a half an hour.
I think Kratos might be a sleeper cell, yo.
On the real.
Yo, that nigga might be a corporate shit. I ain't never catch Kratos on that PlayStation, bro.
Yo, he cheerleaded that PS4 on these shows all day and then hop off and say, who gonna hop on the PC with me?
No,
he port begs. Like, man, he buys you a goddamn PC game so you play with him.
Chad said he got him an X, man. Dude, my man Chad stepped this game on Chad had that old ass. He had that Forza bundle Xbox.
Oh my god, yeah, he had that goddamn 2013 Xbox. He
had that Forza
up there loading Anthem when we were fighting.
He had his shit made car noise when he cut his shit on. He had that Forza bundle. He said he just got him an X. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Damn. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
That's man, girls in the background. Yo, the Pro looking mighty spiffy, but I ain't playing it.
Yeah, man, shit, man.
But hold on, I actually did have a question here in the chat, and I want to get your thoughts on it. He asked that there's rumors of PlayStation making a new tier for PlayStation Plus where the multiplayer will be free for exclusives and multiplat, and PlayStation Plus will be just used for free games. I don't believe that for a second. Anyone else?
Say that again?
He believes they're going to change PlayStation Plus where now multiplayer will be free and it'll be just used for free games.
Wait. That don't make any sense. They're not going to... You mean the multiplayer are going to be free in their games again? And if you pay for PlayStation Plus, it's just going to be for...
Just for the free games. Kind of like how the PS3 had it. No. Yeah, that ain't happening.
No, rumor has it. This is what they were trying to do or maybe going to do in the future, next generation. Is that you're going to have a Supreme server, like say PlayStation Plus Gold or whatever. And with that, it's going to give you early access to, like with betas that we get on the 360, on the Xbox and stuff, like games like that. And
man, that shit sounds like trash.
And betas. You get access to betas and what do you call it? What's that program Microsoft got where, like you get to play the game before it's fully even finished being developed? What you call that shit? Like Fortnite was in it and PUBG was in it before it became to the public. What you call that shit? Like
shit! They just made a meme of post stuff.
What?
It's in the Discord.
I wish Xbox was not all about Gears and Forza and Halo. Santa.
God damn it!
Hey, post is crazy.
Overdone.
Crazy as hell.
What they done?
He doesn't even celebrate that holiday either. That's the funny part.
What they done now?
It's in the Discord. Yo, that overdone crazy as hell.
I know he's gonna put it up on the screen.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Put you on the Summer Jam screen. Hold on, man. Add new source. Browse image. What the hell? I'm gonna find it. Where you right here somewhere?
Hey, overdone. I'm gonna slap your ass. You too quick with the memes. I think you got post up memes on standby. Yeah, you just be waiting for me to say some shit, and then you just click a button.
Here we go. Done. Bam. Right click. Transform. Stretch the stream. Motherfucker's crazy as hell, yeah. But yeah, so what we doing tonight, man? Are we going to do Expand Your Mind in about an hour or two or so? Or we going to
on the Xbox? Yeah. You might as well say it. What we hopping on?
I said, no, are we doing Expand Your Mind tonight, or are we going to do it Wednesday?
I mean,
we could do
are
that
we supposed to? Or what?
I'm telling you, I'm free. Like I said, I'm going to do Expand Your Mind.
Let's just get it done tonight.
Yeah, let's get this shit done, man. You be installing, Z.
Bro, you ain't going to put that shit on me. I ain't got nowhere to go. I'm here. Wait on y'all, man. So y'all want to do Expand Your Mind, what, about an hour or so?
Overdone, you disrespectful.
Yeah, we could do it in an hour.
Yeah, 9 o'clock or so.
You was disrespectful for this meme, brother.
Yeah, man, shit crazy, man. But Phil Spencer wears a wig with a pot belly and greasy lips. Hey, Mr. Free to Be, what's going on, man?
Listen, I'm not eating right now. I haven't ate today.
Post. Now, you was a goddamn liar.
I haven't ate today.
What time was it in Chiraq? 7 o'clock?
Yeah, it's 7 o'clock.
You ain't had nothing.
I ain't had nothing.
Not a piece of bread.
Not nothing. Some water. I gotta eat something. I gotta take my medicine though.
Yeah, damn, man.
I've been slowing down. I'm trying to get my shit down. I just had a stress test on my heart and all types of shit. I could
definitely dig it, man. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, for those that enjoy the Dog Shit Show, Expand Your Mind when we talk about UFOs, aliens, religion, what else we talk about? Politics, racism, whatever the hell. We cover a little bit of everything on Expand Your Mind. You never know where it's going to go. Maybe we can get past the Briggs in here. I know Briggs was in the chat. You know what I mean? Game preview. Yeah, your kids who said game preview.
Game preview. Shout out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We can, we can get, we can do it by, like I said, 9:30. That's the link to what you call it, the, my Twitch channel, if you don't know.
Twitch channel.
Yeah, and so we're gonna do like about an hour and a half or whatever. That's the link. Hey, again, come rock out, have some fun, leave some messages. We got the free. I don't know why that free messaging app don't work on YouTube anymore. I don't know what for something that they work. I sent out an email, but it damn sure work on Twitch. When you can send me a message live on the air, it's free, and you answer it and you help support the stream. You know what I mean? They play an ad on the stream, but you know what I mean? You can help support it. But anyway, like I said, next generation, man. E3 2 weeks away. I can't wait. See, we got Kid Snooze in the chat. And Snooze, do you think that Microsoft's going to have the most powerful goddamn console next generation?
Oh, yeah. Kid Smooth already know it.
Yeah.
We the only one holding the Xbox down right now.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Look, and behavior ain't been too good.
At the E3, man, don't try to come back. Don't try to come back. We didn't lock the gate and the doors up on your ass.
Mm-hmm. Nigga, y'all gonna
I'm changing my number. I know. Talk that shit, kid. I'm changing my number and everything. The Xbox community will be offline during E3. We are not letting no outsiders back in.
Okay. Like I said, we're gonna definitely make it happen. Hey, Snooze, get at me, man. We've been about a year. We gotta do another one-on-one, man, right before E3, man. So get at me, man. Inbox me on or text me. We got I think you got the same number. Need to do a one-on-one, man. I need to get your thoughts leading up to E3. Any predictions? You know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. We got about 2 weeks. We need to get it in. I'm going around the Xbox community. I got to get Tim Dog, Worry. I done did Dealer. Who else? Let me see. I'll get Show. Them easy to do. But like I said, I'm trying to get in for them, like I said, before E3. But like I said, we out of here. I'll be back in about an hour and 20 minutes. So we'll be live on Twitch and talking about God or whatever we're gonna talk about.
I'm gonna be eating then, fuck nigga.
Yeah, whatever the case, man. We out of here.